Somebody asked me to make a movie review about 8 Mile starring Eminem. Now, I haven't seen that movie in probably over 10 years, but I do remember it a little bit, and I'm gonna give my feedback on it. I think Eminem in the movie is a rap artist. He's a freestylist, doing rap battles, basically verbally sparring with people, not physically sparring, but verbally sparring with people. People attacking him verbally, and he attacks them back verbally, insulting them, embarrassing them, gaining the attention of the crowd. And the rapper that gets the most attention and praise is the one that wins the battle. That's how the rap battles go. Now, I think that's a representation of martial arts. Clearly, it's artistic and creative. That's something that's undeniable. Somebody that's just coming up with random rhymes in his head and just letting it, flow out of his mouth. That's artistic. That's very creative. So clearly, he's an artist. As far as the martial is concerned, the martial aspect is that verbal way of fighting. That's part of the martial, and he was very talented, not just in the movie but in real life as well, when it comes to rhyming and putting together rhymes and basically insulting people and just embarrassing people. That's what the rap game's all about when it comes to rap battles, and that movie's showing him in a way it's semi based on a true story, based on his own life, but he's working through a lot of struggles, and he grew up in poverty, and he had to find a way to make money, and doing what he loves, and he loves to rhyme, and he found a way to make money from rhyming and rapping. And that's what I've been encouraging all these people to do, is to stop the violence and to find more creative ways to make money and express yourself and do what you love to make money. And essentially, that's what the hip hop was designed for. Because there's so much gang violence and gun violence out there in the streets, which is the highest level of violence that martial arts could take you, which is to gun violence. That's what is out there in the streets of America, and they needed to figure out a way to redirect the energies of these people into something more positive. So they came up with this thing called beatboxing, which is basically like making beats with your your own vocals. And then they came up with this thing with rapping and rap battles, where you're just verbally sparring with other people, like insulting them, rhyming, and all that stuff, And they came up with something called breakdancing, which is like a way of expressing yourself physically through movement and just broken rhythm and just performing amazing physical feats on the dance floor. So they had these different ways, and they came up with basically graffiti, basically using spray paint as a way of artistic expression, painting walls and stuff like that with creativity. I mean, the hip hop is very much involves a lot of creativity and self-expression. And that is basically an evolution to gun violence and physical violence. So I will say that rap battles is an evolution to unarmed combat training, or unarmed, or just not just unarmed, but just physical fighting. It's rap battles is an evolution to physical fighting. It's taking the dangerous physical fighting into something more intellectual, something more human, and fighting in a safer way, and still entertaining people, still making money, but doing it in a safer way that is better for society. You know, so 8 Mile is a movie that I do recommend to watch, and it's something that I enjoy watching, and that's what I would consider a significant part of the martial arts that people just don't realize that it is a part of the martial arts, you know, and how important that aspect is, you know, to develop the ability to verbally attack somebody when they're trying to attack you, you know. And this, when you're able to become very proficient in this, then this will many times intimidate the person away from even attacking you physically, because you're so much verbally strong. They don't want to even take it onto the physical level. You know, lawyers, for example, and judges, just because they have so much intelligence and knowledge of the law, they could put a lot of people in fear because of what they know. Even police officers have fear for lawyers that know the law, you know, because they know that the lawyers could get them in really big trouble if they don't fulfill their duties correctly. You know, so rap artists, you know, and freestylists like Eminem, they gain respect from the public with their ability to protect themselves verbally in a creative way. And you see how much money they make, how much attention they get, how much women they have all around them. So it's just a clear indication to show you that you don't need to fight physically for money. There's many other ways to make money that are safer and more positive for society.